Today on the Junk Wax Genius channel, we've got 1988 Leaf. It looks a lot like 1988 Donruss, but just a little different. Also bilingual. And 1993 Score baseball cards. I don't know who Matthews is, but he decided this pack was worth $1.50 at some point in its long past. All right, we'll begin with the Leaf cards. This is 3 puzzle pieces. It's the exact same as the Donruss, and only 10 cards. So you get fewer cards per pack, but the set is smaller, and I believe, like on a per pack basis, you get a higher percentage of the set overall, so it all works out. Please do subscribe to the channel if you like watching somebody open old baseball cards and talk about it. I know sometimes it does go long, but I like to linger. Let's celebrate the nostalgia of all of this. I shouldn't just chuck those puzzle pieces. I know that there are puzzle aficionados out there. This is what we've got, the Stan Musial puzzle, pieces 58, 59, and 60. If you know the channel, you know that you can switch those out with any puzzle. Harmon Killebrew, Roberto Clemente, Babe Ruth, Duke Snider. And pieces 58, 59, and 60 will always fit. They use the exact same puzzle piece shapes for every puzzle ever. Guaranteed. Our pack begins with Mark McGwire, the Diamond King. Like I said, bilingual. You get the description in English and in French. Fred Lynn, and here's where we can point out the design is basically the same, except the Leaf word mark here replaces Donruss. Ted Simmons, excellent Hall of Fame career for Ted Lyle Simmons. Ted, not Theodore. Ted. Dwight Evans, Rick Aguilera, Jack Clark, Candido Maldonado when he was in trouble at home, Greg Walker, a Nelson Liriano rated rookie, and Joey Meyer rated rookie. All right, there's something about this Nelson Liriano card that rings a bell. I'll put something in the show description, like there's an error card or something like this. I don't remember, but I think there might be something fishy about this one. We'll figure it out. Let's do the 93 Score. I didn't remember until I rewatched a video where I premiered 93 Score on the channel. I don't like it. It's hard to read. The font they chose, especially for the player name, difficult to read. Anyway, though, 16 cards per pack, 1 Score Select Stat Leader card per pack, so that'll be the green one. Some franchise cards. 90 card set for stat leaders. Pause your screen if you need these details. And we'll get into 1993 Score. Maybe Derek Jeter's in here. That's kind of what we're hoping for. We begin with Scott Sanderson. You see what I mean? Like the font here, the weird serif, the letters are very narrow and relatively tall in proportion to each other. Just kind of difficult to read. Scott Sanderson. Anyway, Candy Maldonado. We call this a double header. That's where we get the same player out of 2 different packs. And we got Candy as a Giant out of our Leaf. We got Candy as a Blue Jay out of our Score. How about that? Let's get back into the pack with Hall of Famer Dave Winfield. Mike Maddox, not the Maddox we're looking for. Terry Jorgensen. Like, I'm looking at this through my camera, and I know that says rookie prospect, but until I put it like up here, barely legible. Not a great font choice, Score. Rookie of the Year, Pat Listash. Kenny Lofton would like a word. Jim Bullinger, Ruben Amaro Jr., John Vanderwall. There's Dave Hollins leading the league in runs scored. The National League, that is. Carlos Garcia, again, rookie prospect. Donald Harris, rookie prospect. Ron Karkovice, or as we like to say here on the channel, Karkovice. Royce Clayton, fantastic Giants throwbacks. Bernard Gilkey, and there's the Dave Hollins base card. Here's what they look like on the back. Typical kind of Score design. Emphasis on the action on the front. You get the player portrait on the back, stats, and plenty of room for bio information. All right, there we go. 1993 Score. on Junk Wax Genius, the channel where we open old baseball cards and talk about it. Thank you for subscribing, giving a like, a thumbs up, and leaving a comment. All those things tell YouTube that this is not a huge waste of everyone's time, and I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.